Shalom and welcome once again to Elders of GMS. We're going to go back into what we did last week, which was focusing on the tribes. This session, we're going to focus on the tribes of Zebulon, Asher, Naphtali, and Reuben. So this is going to be entitled an in-depth focus on the tribes of Zebulon, Asher, Naphtali, and Reuben. But before I go into that, I just want you to brief them on the high holy days coming up. If you know it, okay, good. You're gonna get the paper out. Because the Day of Atonement, the memorial of blowing of the trumpets, and the tabernacles is coming up. So he's just gonna brief you on that. All right.
All right. The memorial of blowing of the trumpets. It's going to come in August 9th at evening to August 10th at evening. Then the Day of Atonement, which is nine days later, which is the 10th day of the month, should be August 11th at evening to August 19th at evening. And then the Feast of Tabernacles comes in August the 23rd at evening through August 31st at evening.
Go through that again.
Right. It says the Memorial of Blowing of the Trumpets comes in August 9th at evening through August 10th at evening, which is actually the new moon for that month. Then the Day of Atonement comes in August the 18th at evening through August 19th at evening. Then the Feast of Tabernacles comes in August 23rd at evening to August 31st at evening.
So y'all got that, all right? Before I go into my subject, I want to just touch on maybe one, maybe two things. There's a video that was recently put up of this Puerto Rican. Ricard says he don't even want to call him an Ephraimite. He's a Puerto Rican, and he's down with Comfy. Oh, and another thing, Comfy's men are dropping like flies. Another one dropped dead from a kidney failure. He had bad kidneys. He coughed up blood, and I knew the dude personally way back in the. He's an older member of the school, way back in the One West days, and he actually came down to our camp and walked past our camp. Not about maybe about a couple years ago. I think we was on 34th Street, but the dude dropped dead. So these guys that are following Comfy, the Most High is giving you the signs. Guys are leaving that guys with sense. They're either leaving Comfy and his bullshit, or the Most High is just zapping them out. All right. So I mean, if you gonna call me a liar, we got two guys, actually three guys. That's and then another guy was at the camp that was down with, told us that he was down with Comfy, and then I think he went to Nate Satan or vice versa, but he left that whole bullshit. All right. So if you're gonna tell me that's a lie, we got guys that recently left your den of iniquity, and they still talk to the guys that's still in the school, so they get the inside information. Okay, so another one, you devils that followed Comfy, you drop dead. Like the song said, another one bite the dust by Queen. All right. But anyway, I want to speak on this guy, that the Puerto Rican that's making this series along with Harad Gadja, called I Was There, and he made one on Yeshaya. And Yeshaya at one time was one of the high priests back in the school, all right? And Yeshaya was very knowledgeable in the scriptures, okay? And Yeshaya was an expert on playing guitar, because he played with Kool and the Gang. He backed up for Kool and the Gang. He backed up different top bands back there. So you can't be a lousy guitar player and play for professional bands that have made hit records. All right, I'm not trying to big up Yeshaya, because Yeshaya fell off, and Yeshaya is back in the world. So fuck him too. All right, but he brought out a lot of things dealing with the history, along with Ariyah, but if anything was brought out new, Ariyah, Marsha, Yaquab had to approve it, man. Mainly Ariyah. So Ariyah was with that. Now the dude said that when you go to Revelation, matter of fact, let's go to that, Revelation, the 20th chapter, And he said that 1,000-year period, Yeshaya said that was talking about the Byzantine Empire. It is talking about the Byzantine Empire. But he said, well, that started, doesn't make no sense for you to get 1,000 years at a 193, was it not 193 AD to almost 1400, 1453 or whatever AD. Yeah, 193 AD to 1453 AD. That's about 1,200 some odd years. Well, he never taught that, okay? Because I was there too, nigga. Matter of fact, I was there before you was there, right? And I was one of the teachers. You ain't never taught no class. And yeah, I ain't never really seen you in a lot of them classes, man. You were just one of them hangout Israelites. So you know what you got back there at One West, and you got it up here now among different camps and schools. You got serious Israelites, prophets of the Lord that go out there and they dedicate themselves to the truth. Then you got hangout Israelites. That dude was a hangout Israelite. Harad Gadya was a hangout Israelite. Okay? If you want to have a good time, you get with Harad Gadya, you get a good time, man. All right, but as far as going deep into the knowledge of the scriptures, them guys, that don't apply to them. Now, Yeshaya ain't never said that in 193 AD to 1453 AD, that was a 1,000-year period. That's a damn lie. Ariad never taught that. Yeshaya never taught that. What was taught was from when Constantine sat on the throne, because when Esau started going down as the Romans, he didn't just wake up one morning, all of a sudden you had a Edomite Caesar sitting on the throne, then the next day Jake knocked him in the head and just sat there, and then all of a sudden, Jakes just became heads of the Holy Roman Empire. So it went from the pagan Roman Empire to the Holy Roman Empire, which really is a pagan empire. Again, they call it holy because Constantine called himself following the Most High. But he was messed up too. But Constantine was an Israelite. So Constantine the Great sat on the throne during the period of 325 AD. When we started going down as a people, started around 1345 AD. The reason why I mentioned 1345 AD, because I believe that was the year that they suffered the bubonic and the pneumonic plague. I could be wrong, but I went through this again, but it'll be verified. You'll see it up on the screen. But it was around that period. It was before the 1400s. Now, when they started going down, the so-called Byzantine Empire, as the scholars call it, the Christian Empire, they didn't just go down overnight. First of all, 2/3 of them were destroyed through that bubonic and that pneumonic plague. Okay, when they were trying to go to the New World and all that, and that's when Esau came in. And the reason why that happened, because the Most High set it up that way. Because if the so-called Byzantine Empire was still in their strength, the Turks couldn't take them down, man. That's why 66.6% of them had to be destroyed to make them, the Most High had to make them weak in order for the Turks to take them down, because the Turks didn't have the power to take down the Byzantine Empire in its full strength. All right? The exact year is 1347. Okay? So that's a little bit more than 1,000 years. Now let's go to Revelation 20 and start from the top.
Revelation chapter 20, verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan.
Read that again.
And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand.
That's Yahweh Shai. He has the key of the bottomless pit. Go ahead.
He laid hold.
And the bottomless pit is talking about Europe. Go ahead.
And he laid hold on the dragon that...
Right, the same dragon that you find throughout the book of Revelation is talking about Esau. Whether you want to call him the Roman Empire, when you come up in the future and you talk about NATO, the EU, which the EU is breaking down. This society is breaking down. And the United States is a member of the of NATO. So that's the dragon. Whether, like I said, during that time, it was during the time of the Roman Empire, the pagan Roman Empire. That was a dragon. Go ahead.
And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Now go from there to 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, about what Paul said. Go right to the 4th verse.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4.